Or marine force limit plus 2%. Also tempting. How much are these investments again? 400. I mean, the trade power and the production efficiency I think is a great decision for Novgorod. And I'm even tempted by the local production efficiency and goods produced in the Novgorod area. Because, if I remember correctly, this is basically all just fur. Naval, iron, naval, naval. Naval goods aren't worth as much as they used to be. Although that would absolutely lock in my trading in naval goods. I know Ladoga's fur. And furs are very valuable. Although their value, I think, will go down as Canada gets more exploited. It's just because European beaver events. The other thing we could do is build more early frigates. No, construction's cheap right now. We could upgrade the level 4 fort, and in fact, one thing I do want to do is upgrade Dumfries to a level 4 and Lothian to a level 4. And then maybe get some marketplaces in Ayrshire especially, because that will increase the amount of North Sea trade we lock down. And Trondelag wants one. And that's basically the money spent. And there we go, 3,000. Gone. Does the mission tree give me a claim on Riga? Better, it gives me Riga. So this is one of the reasons why the Unite the Hunter is so powerful. Is once we do it, all of the members of the Trade League become vassals. And then vassals can be integrated. So Tyrconnell, Riga, Anhalt, Bremen, Brunswick, Hamburg, Oldenburg, Thuringia and Bamberg all become vassals. So that's going to destroy my diplomatic ability. Although we do get +1 Diplo relation to the end of the game. But considering how many Diplo relations we're going to be using, slightly problematic. I might actually have to release a bunch of vassals and then just make them into League members again, like Thuringia. The ones who are further away. Anhalt. Anhalt would be pointless for me. But places like Riga would be very, very useful. I don't think it's worth getting diplomacy ideas just for this. Like, it's a temporary thing. I wouldn't keep them as vassals, I'd integrate them. Right, so we can convert another place. So I would say that Roxburghshire is probably the right place. Yeah. And while we have the dissenting academics, we can't really convert those. Alright, let's do these. And now we're making 31 ducats. Cha-ching. And that's with all of my armies raised too. I really am tempted to build another 10 of these. Particularly while we have the cheaper construction cost. You know what? Do it. Spend all of the money. And we could get another quantity idea. Sorry, quality idea, and I don't see any reason not to. Why do we have corruption? Oh, because of the overextension. But that's being paid down now because of the ahead of time. So go ahead and do that. And now we're just one away from discipline and finishing off quality, which will also mean that we can get the policies. So are there any policies that we are particularly looking forward to? Morale of navies, discipline. I mean, the discipline would be great because we don't have any military, so that one would be for free. We could actually get even cheaper light ships for a Diplo. Not worth it right now. Probably worth it when we go to upgrade our light ships. Election. We're still at 66 Republican tradition. So as much as I'd like to keep this guy, we have just spent all of the money on the construction stuff. So we can go ahead and invest in something else. And I think right now, admin's still the thing that we're looking at. Oh, especially as this gives us universities. Ooh. Oh, and the governing capacity, yeah. Admin 17 is a big deal. However, we will need to boost somebody away from the guilds after this. We'll put a bit of investment in those guys. There we are. He's a zealot! Oh, that's useful. Okay, there are a lot of buildings that I could be getting which could really boost us. Man, I've fallen behind in building construction big time. Let's get Verden. We've got the forts everywhere we need them, right? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to bother upgrading the forts in Sweden and Norway. Brandenburg have slandered our good name. How could you, sir? Oh, that's a point. How am I going to manage all those vassals? I think I am going to have to dismiss a bunch from the Trade League before we unite the Hansa. Because here's the thing. They're going to use a lot of Diplo slots over my limit. And that's going to mean I lose Diplo points. And then I'm also going to need to spend Diplo points to actually annex them. Not to mention I can only do one every 10 years. So I'm only going to be able to keep the important ones like Bremen, Hamburg, Riga, Oldenburg. The other ones like Anhalt and Thuringia, I'm just going to have to let go before that. Did we create the league? Not yet. We're just discussing how to do it because we're not far away. Upland is now part of the patrimony. Sligo's been done. You know what the other thing is? I should be saving money so that I can embrace the institution when it's available. Alright, we're back into money saving mode. I hate being money saving mode. Huzzah! Are they... Oh, they brought out the big guns. They're pirate hunting. They saw through my ruse. Alright, we'll just start protecting trade in North Sea. Not North... North Sea would be 4 ducats maximum. This would be 6 ducats maximum. That would be 1 ducat. So yeah, Baltic would be the best place to protect. We still own 73% of Lubeck, so I'm going to say that's good enough. Oh, we're getting ships. These are the early frigates. No. This is a mix. Okay. Marketplaces are done. Good stuff. Right, let's split out those guys. Let's merge you and start you protecting trade in the Baltic. And then the heavies we will merge and leave in Holstein. No, we want them in a fort. Golding. Golding will do. It looks like Denmark's finally getting rid of some of their rebels. Rebels, not revels. Let's merge you guys together. Protect trade. Baltic. Actually, you know what? Let's turn you into the North Sea protect trade. And we'll start adding some light ships to do that. And we got these guys, which are going to be the Baltic fleet. And then we got you lot, which are going to be the war fleet. No, the galley fleet. And then we have you who are going to join the Baltic. You know what? No, I'm going to send you to the North Sea as well. We'll put the new ones in the North Sea. And then you lot are going to be the heavies. Alright, good. Cool sign Slinky. Thank you very much for the resubscription, coming in with a 20-month resub. Thank you very much for that. How are you doing? Providing countless hours of entertainment and being an awesome host. Now that's Twitch streaming. Well, thank you very much for that cool sign, and thank you again for all of the work you do as a moderator here. I'm going to say this every time, but that doesn't reduce how much it really means to me. Thank you so much for all the work you do as moderator, and to all of the other moderators here in chat and also abroad. Really do appreciate you guys. You do awesome. So thank you for that. Sir Senki, thank you very much for the follow. Sinking Seesaw, Finn77. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to see so many of you enjoying EU4 today. Always a pleasure. It always annoyed me a little bit that Hearts of Iron 4 got such big audiences and EU4 generally didn't. So the fact that EU4 is now like matching Hearts of Iron's audience, that makes me very happy. This game is so worth it. Slinky's been a mod at the same time as... brought in 2 mods. Who was the other one? It was the latest round. Same time as Silver Knight and Sir Squire. There were 3 of them. I think Mastani was just before. I could be wrong. Hearts of Iron 4 is easier to follow. Yeah, probably. And I think it does generally have more people playing it, so it makes sense that the audience is bigger. But I'm just happy that EU4 is getting a lot of more attention now. Alright, that's that many heavies. We're up to 9. Plus the flagship is 10. Boom, mission fulfilled. The Eagle of the Seas. Our navy is the lifeblood of the Hanseatic League. So long as any nation can challenge our control of the seas, our commercial dominance will not be assured. We must build a grand fleet so that no competitor will dare stand against us. Queen of the League. The city of Lubeck, the Queen of the Hanseatic League, is the true heart of the nation. We must renovate it to give it the splendour worthy of its status. Ooh, advisor cost. Nice. And Diplo rep. That's going to be useful. Dominate commerce. Our mighty commercial empire is poised to exert a monopoly over trade in northern Germany. We should make achieving this monopoly our top priority. And then... here it is. The old Hanseatic League has outlived its purpose. Instead of clinging to the past, we must reorganize it into a unified state capable of addressing the challenges of the present. But first of all, I'm going to save in case I mess this up, because we're going to have to kick some League members before we do this, because we vassalize all current League members. So diplomacy, kick from Trade League. We are going to have to get rid of Bamberg. We're going to have to get rid of... oh, we're going to need diplomats to do this kind of en masse. We're going to need to get rid of Thuringia. We're going to need to get rid of Anhalt. These 4 will keep, because that just makes sense. Then basically next to us. Riga we're going to keep. Tyrconnell I think I'm going to kick. We'll get these guys back afterwards. Yeah, all of them we are going to keep in. Now, before we do anything further, are there any other OPMs near us that we do want to grab? No, I don't think so. Alright, here we go. Unite the League. Riga, Bremen, Brunswick, Hamburg, and Oldenburg are now vassals. Country name will change to the Hanseatic League. We are no longer Lubeck. We are now the Hansa. Unfortunately, we have to... Our name is so long, it's going to be like this big on the map. There we go. Hanseatic Britain. Hanseatic Scandinavia. Hanseatic South Karelia. Feels good to see. Woohoo! Indeed, the League has returned! Can I still use the Trade League? Yes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn around and we're going to add nations to the Trade League. So, Trade League's been disbanded, and now we're going to create a new one. With... Oh wow, there's even more places that want to be added. Now I'm guessing the places that just got kicked are going to be a bit pissed at us. Say Tyrconnell. Actually, no, not that much. I bet we just can't do anything with them for a month. I bet that's what the issue here is. So let's add Lippe. And now we need more diplomats. Mulhouse. Frankfurt for sure. Nuremberg for sure. Powhatan? It's a bit far away. So Mulhouse is all the way down there. What zone? You are actually in the Rhineland. And we are pulling money out of the Rhineland. Okay, Mulhouse. Welcome. Now, how many diplomatic relations over are we? We are now 5 diplo over. That's a few. That's a few. Knight 5810, Eowath ZZ, and Dr. Gordian. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Do you get a new idea set? No, it's just a name change. The ideas are still the same. Yeah, I really like the Lubeck missions. I was absolutely not on board with the mission system. Now I kind of am. Only for like the newer nations though. I still don't like the old ones. Like from what I've seen of Lubeck's, great. What I've seen of Savoy's, great. I haven't had a chance to see that many others yet. But now I'm curious. And apparently the Knights one's quite good. Haven't seen theirs yet. And we're definitely doing a Knights playthrough at some point in the future. I really like the new theocratic government reforms. Out of curiosity, do any of the estates offer you an increased diplo relations limit? I don't have estates. I'm a merchant republic. And let me think about this. We do definitely need to start integrating vassals, which is going to require me to start improving relations. So Hamburg and Bremen are the big ones. And then probably Riga after that. Brandenburg's no longer a valid rival. I have outgrown them. In fact, we only have 2 enemies, Denmark and England. Austria, Bohemia, France, Poland, Portugal, and Savoy. We're like in an entire different league now. Oh yeah. Playing with the big boys. How are we doing in terms of great powers? Whoa, we're 5th. Oh, hello. We're only just a little bit smaller than Portugal. We're actually bigger than Poland. Get in. Merchants call for increased imports. The influence of the powerful guild has driven up prices of fur in the Hansa. It has come to the point where traders are finding it cheaper to import goods from abroad to compete with the local prices, something they claim is making it difficult due to the current Hanseatic legislation on imports. Relaxing customs could give our merchants a chance to make beneficial agreements where fur is produced, but the guild, who are vehemently opposed to this, do serve their purpose as well. So the guilds gain influence, the traders lose it. Strong guild, unrest in Neva, in Germanland and Novgorod. However, production efficiency goes up. Or we gain trade power in Novgorod, the Baltic and the North Sea, and the traders gain influence. There's no downside to this, so we're just going to say traders first, everything else second. I completely forgot to get you drilling. You guys already are. And now we can finally call Lothian. And that's a good question. When is global trade finishing? So Holstein and Lubeck have already got it. It's spreading rather slower elsewhere. Okay. I mean, it's spreading throughout the entirety of Europe. This is not going to be a slow one to come. Although Sweden still doesn't have a printing press, which is kind of amusing. New mission... All of the new mission trees are a bit OP. I would agree. Some of them could definitely do a bit of a rework. New missions are less focused on map painting, which is the reason I like them. Venice is a cool tree. You get some claims, a lot of trade stuff, plus even have to do some developing, improving relations with other nations. That's good. You can stop being a merchant republic. Yeah, but that's kind of contrary to the whole point of the Hanseatic League. If there's any state which is the definition of a merchant republic, I'd say it's the Hansa. Except maybe Venice. Especially with the trade league system. That's the Hansa. A set of independent city-states all working together, that's a trade league. How's Liberty Desire and the vassals? I suspect fairly low, because we are pretty powerful, and they are very friendly to us. Because we didn't take them by conquest. This is diplomatic. So yeah, they're fine. I wonder what a good business playthrough would look like for Byzantium into Rome. Wouldn't be a trade playthrough. Right, so we are getting money again. Do we want to continue investing in buildings? What's the goal here? Ah, we have force limits once more, and also naval force limit. In fact, I do want to expand the navy fairly heavily, but first of all, I'm going to spend my new army slots on those. Can we get more marines? No. We have a couple of ships which are not added to the big fleet yet. That's you. And you. You can protect trade in the North Sea and you will automatically merge. Now you lot I can mothball. That's going to be the big fleet if I come up against somebody like England. And we do need a new rival. The list just got even smaller. Spain, Poland, France and Bohemia. This really is a whole new league. Poland's an ally, so definitely not them. Bohemia, we're trying to be friendly towards. France, I really don't want to antagonize, and actually we're going to have a lot of overlapping interests with Spain when I start going colonial. So I think Spain makes the most sense. Bermuda Kaikos, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Is there a US mission tree? Alright, that one's got me curious. I need to see what the US mission tree is like. Bear with me a second. Because I actually have a bit of a soft spot for the American War of Independence bookmark. I quite like it. It's like when all of the great rulers of Europe are on the throne. Frederick the Great, Catherine the Great, Maria Theresa. Oh, is there even one? Oh. There might not be one. In fact, I kind of doubt that there is, but also, it's a DLC, so there might be. Easy way to check. Doesn't really take long. We have the American War of Independence.